This is the smartest model on the planet. Ask it to read one file sitting on your laptop, and it can't. 6 AI apps, 100 tools you want them to use. A year ago, wiring those together meant 600 integrations nobody wanted to build. AI just got its USB-C moment. It's called the Model Context Protocol. And in the next 6 minutes, you'll actually understand it. Here's the thing nobody tells you when you start with AI. A language model on its own is a brain in a jar. It has read most of the internet, but it knows nothing about your world. Your files, your database, your calendar, today's weather. It can't take a single action. It can only talk. So for years, every team solved this the same way, by hand. You want one app to read your database? Write custom glue code. You want another app to hit the same database? Write it again, differently. Every app, every tool, its own bespoke wiring. This is what engineers call the M by N problem. M AI applications, N tools and data sources. Connect them naively and you need M times N integrations. 6 apps, 100 tools, 600 separate integrations. Each one custom, each one breaking on its own schedule. Nobody owns the mess and everybody maintains it. We have seen this movie before. Before there was a standard, every database needed its own driver for every language. Before USB, every peripheral had its own port. The pattern is always the same, M times N chaos, until somebody agrees on a standard.
That standard for AI is the Model Context Protocol, MCP. It's an open standard built by Anthropic, now supported across the industry for connecting AI applications to the outside world, data, tools, and workflows. Think of it exactly like USB-C. Before USB-C, every device had its own connector. After, one port talks to everything. MCP does that for AI. You build to the protocol once, and any model in any app can use what you built. M times N collapses to M plus N. That is the whole promise. So how does it actually work? 3 players. Learn these 3 words and you understand the architecture. 1. The host. That is the AI application you are using. Claude Desktop, VS Code, Cursor. The host is the thing the user talks to. 2. The client. The host does not connect to tools directly. For every external system it wants to reach, it spins up one client. One client, one dedicated connection. Think of the client as a diplomat. It speaks the protocol on the host's behalf. 3. The server. This is the program that actually exposes something useful. Your files, your database, a weather API. A server can run locally on your machine or remotely in the cloud. Either way, it speaks MCP. So the shape is simple. One host, many clients. Each client holding one clean line to one server. That is the architecture. Let us walk one real request. You ask your AI app, what's the weather in Pune right now? The model alone cannot answer, it has no live data. But the host is connected to a weather server. So here is the dance.
First, discovery. The client asks the server, what can you do? The server answers, I have a weather tool. Give me a location, I will give you conditions. Second, the call. The model picks that tool and the client invokes it. Location, Pune. Third, the result. The server does the real work. It hits the actual weather API and hands back the answer. The model folds that into a normal human reply. It's 28 degrees and partly cloudy in Pune. Notice what happened. The model never needed to know how the weather API works. It just needed a server that speaks MCP. Discover, call, respond. Same 3 steps for a database, a Slack workspace, your file system, anything. And that is why this is a big deal. Build one MCP server for your product and every MCP compatible app can use it. The ones today and the ones that don't exist yet. Build once, integrate everywhere. That is how an ecosystem compounds. Quick recap. Models are brilliant but isolated. Connecting them by hand explodes into the M by N problem. MCP is the USB-C that collapses it, with 3 players, host, client, and server. But we glossed over something. That server said, here is what I can do. What exactly can a server offer? Turns out 3 things: tools, resources, and prompts. That is the next episode, and it is where MCP really clicks. If this made MCP click, subscribe. We are going 0 to advanced across this series. See you in episode 2.